Ferdinand Magellan was a Portuguese explorer who organized the first expedition to circumnavigate the Earth. Although he did not survive the entire journey, his leadership proved that the globe could be circled by sea. This voyage fundamentally altered the European understanding of world geography and the scale of the oceans. Born around 1480 into the Portuguese nobility, Magellan spent his youth as a page in the royal court. He gained extensive naval experience fighting for Portugal in North Africa and the Indian Ocean. These early voyages provided him with technical knowledge of navigation and first-hand exposure to the spice trade in Asia. Magellan became convinced that a westward route to the Spice Islands existed through the Americas. After King Manuel I of Portugal rejected his proposal, Magellan renounced his nationality and moved to Spain. King Charles I of Spain eventually agreed to fund the expedition to find a route that bypassed Portuguese-controlled waters. In September 1519, Magellan set sail from Spain with 5 ships and approximately 270 men. The fleet, known as the Armada de Molucca, faced harsh weather and internal descent almost immediately. Magellan maintained strict discipline, successfully suppressing a mutiny in South America during the southern winter of 1520. In late 1520, the expedition discovered a passage between the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans at the southern tip of South America. This waterway, now known as the Strait of Magellan, was difficult to navigate due to its narrow channels and unpredictable winds. One ship was lost to a wreck, and another deserted the fleet to return to Spain. Emerging from the strait, the remaining 3 ships entered a vast ocean that Magellan named the Mar Pacifico because of its apparent calmness. The crossing took nearly 4 months, which was far longer than the crew had anticipated. They suffered from extreme starvation and scurvy before reaching the islands of Guam and the Philippines. In April 1521, Magellan became involved in a local conflict between rival leaders on Mactan Island in the Philippines. He was killed during a battle with the forces of a local chief named Lapu-Lapu. Following his death, the remaining crew abandoned one ship and continued toward the Spice Islands under new leadership. Juan Sebastian Elcano took command of the last seaworthy ship, the Victoria, and completed the journey by sailing across the Indian Ocean and around Africa. Only 18 of the original crew members returned to Spain in 1522. The voyage confirmed that the Earth was much larger than previously estimated, and that all its oceans were connected. Historically, Magellan has been criticized for his harsh treatment of his crew and his involvement in local Philippine politics. Some historians emphasize that he failed his primary objective of returning to Spain himself. However, his technical skill in navigation and his determination to find the Western Passage remain highly regarded. Today, Magellan is remembered as a pivotal figure in the age of discovery. His name is attached to the strait he discovered and 2 galaxies visible from the southern hemisphere, known as the Magellanic Clouds. The expedition demonstrated new possibilities for and changed the course of maritime history. The first circumnavigation established a precedent for global exploration and commerce. While the voyage was costly in terms of lives and resources, it provided empirical evidence that the planet's true scale was larger than many European estimates. The expedition remains a landmark event in the history of human navigation and geographic discovery.